I first found out about NoFap about 9 years ago. I remember being excited to give a reason for my lazy attitude and my constant feeling of lethargy. I immediately began a streak which lasted 200 days. I then broke this streak after I started seeing a girl. That was 5 years ago. I recently did another 180-day streak. I broke that during lockdown. This video isn't about my success with NoFap, however. It is about the effects of NoFap and the issues I see with the community. Firstly, let's look at the positives. When I did NoFap in my first streak, I didn't masturbate or watch porn, but I did occasionally edge. I found that I had more energy all the time, I was in a better mood all the time, I laughed more, I didn't fall prey to feeling depressed or hopeless. I began to actively go out and do stuff. I took up swimming, bike riding and walking. I definitely had more of a zest of life. That, for me, was the biggest highlight. The negatives for me was that I became more obsessed with women. Ugly women became appealing, sexy women I couldn't keep my eyes away from, chasing women became more a distraction. I woke up extremely horny every day. I couldn't last very long during sex and I found myself prone to more aggression. Some would see the changes in my attitude to women to be healthy, no longer focusing on a more shallow idea of beauty, but I found it to be problematic. It got to the point where I felt so primitive and I felt I had no control over myself when seeing a sexy woman. Now, on to my second streak, the 180-day streak. I came out of a breakup. I moved countries and I had a fresh start. I wanted to get back into the dating game and I knew that part of this would mean doing NoFap. The results this time were much the same as the last, however this time I went to the gym. I found I had more energy and was able to work out 5 to 6 times a week while also traveling to and from work on my bike. I found socialize a lot easier. I found I had greater charisma and a greater sense of self-confidence. I found dating easier and approaching women in bars to be a lot easier. I note that I had more patience for the nonsense that women provide when I was going through my second streak. I was more willing to keep pushing through numbers on the dating apps and to keep approaching women in public places. On to the now. I am not currently doing NoFap. I am happy. I know my body better because of doing NoFap, but I've also learned a lot about what I want from life. I don't want women to be the focus. I don't want to be consumed by my lust for women either. Currently I like to use pleasuring myself as a control mechanism, a way to keep myself focused on my goals and my life outside of the trivial pursuit of dating. I think porn, while damaging if consumed in great doses, is good in moderation. It is like fast food, it can be enjoyed sporadically and occasionally but not constantly or to an extreme level. Porn and masturbation helped me through breakups. This probably isn't what people want to hear, but I found it helped me distance myself from the emotions that remained, that weren't welcome or healthy. I was able to detach from them through this, and this helped me move on. As for my thoughts on the community, I think the NoFap community as a whole has a lot of very weak-willed and pathetic people in it. Some of the posts I have seen on the forum are ridiculous. The one that comes to mind is one man saying he had conquered his urges today because he had brushed his teeth. I think every man should try NoFap at one point, but should ultimately make their own mind up on how they choose to use its powers. Thanks for listening.